When I heard that Lecrae had signed a new artist to his record label, I was ecstatic, but a little worried that I wouldn't appreciate his trap style. So the question is, can this young man from the east side of Atlanta come out with a hit of an album his first go-around? Can he change the mind of this guy who's in his early 30s and set in his ways? My review of 1K Phew's Never Too Late, coming up next.
Get a load of me, I'm just dripping sauce in places where I'm supposed to be. We just making movies people wanna go see.
To preface this review, I was a little perplexed by his name and what it meant. Well, I did a little digging and found out that 1K is for 1000, obviously. So it's like giving it your 100, but he chose 1000. Phew is short for nephew, I guess because he's a young guy. Therefore, he came up with the name 1K Phew. But anyways, first, my favorite part as a designer, album artwork. When I first saw the album artwork, I wasn't really that impressed by the design. I love the font treatment and the colors that were chosen, but I didn't think that the photo in that yellow overlay is the most flattering way of portraying this album and the artist. That got me to thinking, why did they choose to go with this art style? I then looked at his previous single releases and realized that there was a pattern of uniformity in his album cover designs. Then I saw this and realized why the designer went with this style. The thing is, it works really well here because of its flat 2D art style that works in these colors really well. But then they wanted to carry that same design elements to a design with a photo, which is something I would also try to do, and it doesn't work quite as well. Though I do appreciate that his clothing adds to that grunge of the cover design, I think that part works really well. Then I thought, why did they choose to repeat the title 3 times? Well, in my opinion, it could be one of two things. One, you know how when you're trying to convince yourself of something in your head, you repeat it? So I was thinking he was saying, it's never too late, it's never too late, it's never too late. I don't know, the font also adds to that dreamy look by stretching some of the letters. My other idea as to why they repeated it was because the design and the white space just work better with that amount of letters in the rectangular frame. If you needed to have the frame element and only added one line of text, it wouldn't look as well spaced as it currently does. At least that's why I would do it. With that said, let's get into Rockstar songs. This is a really great album for 1K Phew. He's got a large variety of sounds and beats. I enjoyed several songs in this album, but y'all know how this goes. I get to pick only 4 of the best songs and talk about them. So first, Back Then.
Just the other day, I was reminiscing about the bad times and the good time that we had. A lot of situations went left, oh man, I ain't never going outside. Not me, no way, no house.
I love how he starts this song out with a Beethoven beat, which includes that soft piano at the beginning. When I first heard this, I was like, ooh, I like this. I thought it was gonna be one of those slow songs, but when I heard the oh, and I was thinking, bro, you better bring the energy if you're gonna start it like this. And man, did he bring the energy. He starts this song out strong, so strong, and carries that energy throughout the whole song, and that's actually why I love it. I like that he talks about his life story throughout the album, and this song is no different. He starts out where he started his life in the east side of Atlanta, and how he's come a long way in his 21 years of life. I'm sure he's talking about both his career aspirations and how he found God. I was reading his bio, and he talks about how he found Christ after someone tried to shoot at him and his friends. From that day on, he accepted Christ as his savior. He was raised by 2 believing parents, but as most of us, he strayed a bit until that one moment. And that's how it goes in life at times. God just needs that one moment to reach you. Up next, Petco.
Yes, no, maybe. Yeah. Stay woke daily. Gotta go hard, go crazy. Pulling my string on ukulele. Whole team up, feeling too dirty. Let's clean up.
First of all, the name was weird enough to get me interested in what he had to say. I love his wordplay in this album, but I really love it in this song. An example of it was when he said, had to come up the harder way, Orlando Magic. Love that classic basketball reference. I also love the playful nature of the song. It's just so catchy. I was listening to this song in my car with my sister-in-law who's like 13 years old. She heard the song and was like, is this Migos? I was like, who's Migos? She also said he sounded a little like Future. I've heard of Future, but I've never heard any of his music before. It's that new school rap right there. That, and I mostly listen to Christian music. I remember when reading 1K Phew's bio that his inspiration was that Migos and Future sound. So I'm not gonna lie, I really like it. This song talks about his successes and how he's gotten to those. And yeah, it's all about that hard work, but I like how in the hook, he talks about God being the center of that success. Oh, and we found out why he used Petco. Once again, it's all about that wordplay, baby. Never too late.
And I thought the phone would never go ahead. Same ones trying to celebrate. Gotta keep some food on my plate.
The title of the album, so you know it's gotta be a good or significant track, right? Well, it is. It talks about his come up, and he reminisces on what it took to fulfill his dreams. Like every dream, it's gonna have haters and people that tell you that you can't do it. I think we need to pick the people around us really wisely. A bad friend can lead us down the wrong direction in life, and a good friend can make dreams happen. Dreams are what this channel is really all about. So every time that I hear that, I want to encourage people to follow those dreams. It's better to try and fail than to have never tried at all. As long as you keep your priorities in check, you have nothing to lose by following your dreams. And as 1K says, it's never too late. Trust in God, work hard, and the rest will work itself out. Last but not least, forever.
Never worried, I'm just living my life. Lit it when I'm shining my light. Told the family we gon' make it alright. Told the team we gon' take it tonight. Call on Jesus when I need some advice.
In my opinion, this song is the perfect way to close this album. The tune is so inspirational, it honestly feels like you're on cloud 9 when you're hearing it. I love how in almost every song, including this one, he talks about his success and then brings it back to Jesus, especially in the hook. Once again, I love his wordplay. When he says, "Don't believe me, just call me Ripley." It's fantastic. I love how he keeps mentioning team, as in if he succeeds, his team succeeds. I think in life, that's the type of mentality we need to have. In fact, that's the type of mentality my channel has. If I succeed, we all succeed, because I'm bringing as many people as I can with me. At the end of all my videos, I put that I'm giving 20% to education when my channel begins to make money. And I'm not kidding with that. If I win, we all win. I personally value my education, and I believe that's something nobody can take away from you. It's great to follow your dreams, but I also want everyone to have a quality education that they can fall back on. When I get popular, I'm gonna shift my focus to indie everything. If I win, once again, we all win. Conclusion. I'm gonna close out this review by saying this is a great album. I not only appreciate this album, but I also love 1K Phew's story. I think it's inspirational, and it proves that God can reach us at any point in our lives. He just needs you to give him that chance to do it. Remember, God is a gentleman. He will only be in your life if you want him to. With that said, this is a really strong first album. It's got tons of variety and some experimentation with sounds and beats that I really enjoyed. I usually listen to these albums for a few weeks before I write my review, and I'm telling you, the more I listen to this album, the more that I understand and the more that I love it. It's a great album, and it's absolutely D-Life HD approved. I'm really interested in what he has to offer next. I'm a huge fan of his now, so keep doing your thing, 1K. Alright guys, that's all for today. If you're interested in supporting my efforts, I'm gonna leave Amazon affiliate links of this album and separate songs in the description below. If you choose to purchase your songs or album via those links, I get a little bit in return so I can keep on producing reviews like these. Once again, thanks for taking the time to listen. I appreciate it. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed my insights, comment if you agree or disagree with my opinions, or have one of your own, and subscribe for more content like this. Peace.
Slid off in the building feeling like an OG.